If you're an adrenaline junkie looking for heart-pumping action games, then buckle up because we're about to take you on a wild ride through the best run-and-gun games for Android and iOS in 2024. Let's start with Hunt Down. This game is a blast from the past, inspired by classic 80s action movies and arcade games. In Hunt Down, you play as a bounty hunter cleaning up a crime-ridden, neon-lit cyberpunk city. There are over 20 levels full of explosions, shootouts, and plenty of bad guys to take down. What's really fun about this game is its cheesy one-liners, retro 16-bit graphics, and intense action. If you're into platformers with a gritty, old-school feel, this one's for you. Next, we have Gun Run, Auto Fire Auto Gun. This one's a straightforward 2D shooter that really taps into the nostalgia of classic arcade games. You play as a hero with a bunch of unlockable weapons, and your goal is to mow down wave after wave of enemies. The gameplay is simple, but there's something addictive about it. You'll want to keep playing to see how far you can go. The chiptune soundtrack is a nice touch, bringing back those retro vibes. Now, for all you Mega Man fans, Mega Man X Dive Offline is here to bring the classic side-scrolling action to your mobile device. You can play as iconic characters like X and Zero, battling your way through Deep Log, where game data has gone haywire. This game has all the classic Mega Man moves, jumping, dashing, and shooting, plus some new features like 360-degree aiming and customizable controls. With over 100 Mega Man characters to collect and hundreds of stages to conquer, there's a lot to keep you busy. If you grew up with Mega Man, you'll love this one. Let's switch gears and talk about Gunshot Run, Action Shooter. This game makes you feel like you're in an action movie. You can dual-wield weapons, perform slow-motion acrobatics, and take on waves of enemies in beautifully designed levels. The rock music and stylish graphics really add to the cinematic feel. While it can get a bit repetitive, the thrill of pulling off crazy tricks and defeating zombie bosses make it worth a try. Weapon Master, Gun Shooter Run is an endless runner with a twist. You get to craft weapons. As you run through levels, dodging obstacles and shooting enemies, you can upgrade your weapons to create some seriously powerful gear. It's a cool concept, but be warned, the free-to-play monetization is a bit aggressive, with lots of in-game purchases and ads. If that doesn't bother you, there's a lot of fun to be had in customizing your arsenal. If you like platform shooters, Jimmy Trigger is a great pick. You play as Johnny, a smooth-talking, trigger-happy hero who's taking on the criminal underworld. The levels are fast-paced and full of action, with 57 different weapons to choose from. What makes this game interesting is the physics-based tricks you can pull off to outwit your enemies. The graphics are stylish, and the soundtrack is catchy, making this game a fun option, whether you have a few minutes or a few hours to play. Next up is Auto Gun Heroes, Run and Gun, a 3D action platformer with a sci-fi twist. You get to customize your character and choose from over 10 powerful guns to blast your way through 50-plus levels across 10 worlds. The action is fast and requires precise controls, which makes it super engaging. While it can get a bit repetitive, the customization options and sense of progression keep it interesting. Here's a classic, Contra Returns. This game brings back the iconic side-scrolling gameplay of the original Contra series with some modern upgrades. You get HD graphics, real-time PvP battles, and new game modes, all while staying true to the franchise's roots. The gameplay is tough, and the tough controls can be a bit clunky. But if you loved Contra, this is a great way to relive the experience. If you love aerial combat, Wing Fighter is the game for you. It's a shoot-'em-up with stunning 3D graphics, where you fly fighter jets through intense battles. The game has tons of customizable fighters, weapons, and skills, allowing you to build your ideal aircraft. The variety of missions and daily challenges keep things fresh, and the roguelike elements give you reasons to come back for more. If you're into high-flying action, give this one a shot. Last but not least, we've got World War, Fight for Freedom. This first-person shooter puts you in a hypothetical World War III scenario, where you join millions of other players to defend your home from a relentless enemy. The game features heavily armed infantry, tanks, helicopters, and fighter jets. As you progress, you can unlock new weapons, skills, and character customization options. The dynamic battlefields and strategic challenges make this game engaging and fun. Thanks for sticking around. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more game reviews and recommendations. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and tell us which game you're most excited to try.